What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Locked On Sharks, the premier hockey podcast covering your favorite team in the Bay Area. If they're not your favorite team after tonight, we totally understand. What utter trash that was. Just for a multitude of reasons we're going to get in here. There's just a lot of things going on, and I don't think anybody watched was like, there's some positives to take away here, other than Timo Meier and Jonathan Dahlin. Timo Meier's a man. He's so sick.
He's really good.
Yeah.
You're Locked On Sharks, your daily podcast on the San Jose Sharks. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I'm your host, Kyle Demetrius. This is my co-host, JD.
Hi.
The vertically sliced bagels to my toasted raviolis. No, wait. I want to read it on. The vertically sliced bagels to my tavern cut pizza. Does toasted raviolis seem good in theory? Like it's deep fried pasta. I don't see how you can screw that up. But like vertically sliced bagels and tavern cut pizza, like you might just no. I'd rather eat raw tofu for. Oh, there's enough. Yeah, they are an affront to everything. Like, oh yeah, what's your favorite attraction? It's a big arch. Can you go up it? No. Can you swing from it? No. What does it do? It's just in the sky.
It represents the West, which you're not even cool enough to go be in the West. Yeah.
No, you know what it represents? The shitty Sharks defense and how porous it was.
Just open.
My lord. Hold on. I would like to start somewhere first.
The floor is yours, buddy.
The rink is mine. Oh, should we become like one of those shitty podcasts? There's a few on our site, Senators, where we come up with dumb names and be like, "Oh, the rink is yours," and stick taps to these guys. I hate that shit. Just like speak like a normal human being. Your whole identity is about hockey.
We could give each other the hockey nicknames too. Yeah,
which is longer and dumber. Anyway, that's not why we're here. Oh, the Senators preview is coming up.
He's getting into it.
Fights. Yeah, I'm just firing up the machine for next week. Fights at the opening face-off in the regular season that have nothing to do with anything are so freaking stupid. If you're in a 7-game playoff series and it's like game 6 or something like that, and it's been a chippy series and you're trying to set the tone or whatever, I understand. I still think opening draw faceoffs are dumb, other than when Joe Thornton pounded the shit out of Ryan Getzlaf in 2008, the opening draw, and then they promptly lost. But opening draw faceoffs are rarely useful, like very rarely useful. And in game 14, and it's
16,
16,
yeah.
It's Jake Middleton versus Robert Bortuzzo. What are we accomplishing? Who gives a shit what Robert Bortuzzo thinks? He wants to fire them up at the end of a losing streak and then Middleton accepted because of the code. What a shitty code. What was the point?
I don't know, man. It was, especially when you're Mario Ferraro and Brent Burns have already been playing like 7 hours a game, and Middleton's been like a competent defender. He's been a competent defender, and it's like, oh, cool, we can't play you right now because you have to go sit in the box for 5 minutes. And then
what was so egregious about St. Louis that they needed to fight to end the losing streak? I don't know, just play better. You're also playing San Jose. What do you mean you need to get fired up to play San Jose? They're not that good. They're actively kind of bad.
They're creamy middle. So
they might be the creamy bottom, like the upper lower middle class. They're like I think the creamy middle might be out of reach for the Sharks.
We'll see.
They gave up 48 shots, and the chances for was like 65.
That's bad.
We're gonna leave Timo and Dahlin to the end.
Because they were good. And Couture, I'll give Couture. Couture was good.
Yeah, that line is great.
That line's very good.
Is there anything redeeming about tonight where you're like, yes, I can pinpoint that was awesome? Like Kevin Labanc is taking penalties by his own net.
Yeah. Reimer?
No!
He got hung out to dry so much. He was
I guess.
Reimer was good.
But are you really gonna go in this game and be like, yeah, we can hang our hat on Reimer? Like, no,
there's nothing to hang your hat. This was a game where the Sharks by like the third period or by the second period, you could tell they were done. And when they gave up that goal, like 2 seconds into the third period, they were like, let's get on the plane and get out of here. Because I mean, when you're down 3-1 and you still give up,
they scored a minute and 9 seconds into the third period.
Yeah. And you still let the Blues outshoot you when you're down 3 or 4-1. Like, that's just
So the shots went for the Sharks. No, sorry. I'll do the Blues first, then the Sharks. 16-13 in the first period. Okay. 19-8 in the second period.
That's bad.
Sick. Then, so going into the third period, they're down 3-1 and they're fighting for their lives here. They gave up 13-6 in shots. They had 6 third period shots and they were down 2 goals. 6.
That's bad. Yeah. And it was just like what we've seen from the Sharks. I don't know, especially against the Blues, where they just have so much trouble just getting, like, doing simple things and just getting out of their own zone. And it's brutal at times when they're just like, it's like, okay, we're trying to get it out. And it's just like, oops, let me just turn it over. Oops, here's a turnover. Or, it's like, oh, we've been in the zone for a minute and a half. I just got to chip it out and then hope to live for another day type of thing. And it's so frustrating where they just can't get out of their own way in the zone. And everybody is contributing to it where they're just not able to do it. There's plenty of bad turnovers and, from everybody in this game where, and that's where that fatigue of Brent Burns and Ferraro have been playing 1,000 minutes a night and the fifth game of a long road trip against a very tough physical team. Like, they're just tired, man. And that bottom pair of Vlasic and Hataka was bad tonight. And you know what? I think it might be time to bring up Milosh, because at least Milosh looked half decent when all part of the Sharkuda. Like,
where Santeri might be turning a new term into Santeri is in the AHL.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know we said like give him a couple game run.
I know he was particularly egregiously bad tonight. I might try Santeri with Šimek first and bench Vlasic, but I don't think they're going to do that. To your other point, Brent Burns played 25-31 all situations, and Ferraro played 25 minutes for all situations for all intents and purposes. Cool.
Yeah. And especially in a lost game, it's like, okay, like you're down 4-1, like with 10 minutes left.
Yeah, like
Brent Burns, you're done. Just sit, like it's fine.
Like
Ferraro, you've blocked I think Ferraro leads the league in block shots. Like, dude, just take a seat, buddy. We've got a big game on Saturday.
Like Carlson played 23 minutes, and then Middleton played.
Carlson did have some lovely offensive jukes, but yeah.
Oh yeah, his offensive game is through the roof right now. Middleton only played 18 minutes, probably hindered by his 5 minutes fighting penalty to start the game. And then Vlasic played 17-22, and then Hataka played 12. I know Hataka was bad, but the whole team was rank.
Yeah.
So like maybe chop 3 minutes off Burns and give him to Hataka. Like Burns, Carlson, and Ferraro could all have played 22 minutes. You didn't need to do 25 for all.
Especially if the way the third period went, like, yeah. But
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, clearly, the first period, shots are 16-13. The Sharks had one called back because I believe Dahlin was offside. They're down. What are they down 1-0 in the first period?
Yeah,
they're down 1. They're down 1-0.
That Blues power play was very well constructed. Like just
humming,
along. And then there's not much Reimer can do there. But
no, I'm not blaming that. But you're only down 1-0, and then they come out in the second period and look like complete garbage.
Yep.
Just after that, like. The Blues scored a minute 35 into the second period.
That's just wave the white flag.
Yeah, well, no, Dahlin. It's still 2-0. I know they're looking back. Dahlin scores
in the third period though. Like
Dahlin scores with 8 minutes into the second. You're like, okay, but then literally 2 minutes and 1 second later, the Blues score again. At that point, it's just not your night. Maybe get some guys. I just, as much as we always talk about the players and what they got to do and stuff. Sometimes the coaching staff fails too, and I think the coaching staff. What was the game plan?
I don't know. You know what, Kyle?
I don't know.
You know what they might need to do before they get ready for the next one? They might need to fuel up. They're probably pretty tired. I need to grab a snack for that plane ride home. What would you suggest?
Probably a Built Bar. You know why? Because it's covered in 100% real chocolate, so it tastes like a chocolate bar, which is pretty sweet. Plus, Thanksgiving's next week. And you know how many desserts and foods and treats are going to be at those tables. So maybe you want something a little bit healthier, a little bit better, because like pumpkin pie has like 5 million calories in it, but a Built Bar, most of them only have 130 calories, only 4 grams of sugar, and lots of protein. Maybe you're hungry before Thanksgiving. Maybe it's the morning, you're waking up, you're making the turkey, you're putting in the oven at like 10. You're like, I want a little snack, but you don't want to ruin your day. So you grab a Built Bar. Low calories, low carb, low fat, high protein. They have lots of good flavors. Instead of coconut cream pie, you can just have coconut Built Bar. It's a good option when you got something to talk about. You'd be like, hey, grandma, stop being so uppity.
Eat this.
Have a Built Bar. It's like the Snickers campaign, but with Built Bars. Have this. Try it out. Plus, there's new surprises all month long. There's limited time flavors arriving at Built.com regularly, so check the site often. Plus, there's Built Bar Black Friday, so mark your calendar because Black Friday will be a huge event with all sorts of surprises. So go to Built.com, use promo code LOCK15, and you'll get 15% off your order. Use promo code LOCK15 for 15% off at Built.com. I know sometimes the coaching staff, like, how do you go from beating up on the Wild to right back to where Colorado? This was like this game looked like the Jets or the Colorado game.
Yeah.
They just like, it would be different if we could sit here and be like, they played tough or they were scrappy, or like, remember early in the season when they lost the Bruins and they came back, it was a road trip.
Yeah.
There's nothing good. They just played like trash. Like I don't know what we're supposed to do. We do 5 shows a week. We've been watching the Sharks all our life. I played hockey. What are we supposed to sit here and say like, wow, this could be good, or they're turning the corner? Like, they're actively trending down, are they not?
Yeah, and it's like, where were the adjustments? Like, you know what the Blues are going to do. You just played them a week ago. Like, you know what their recipe is.
And they're
like,
good.
They're very good. So where was the adjustments, And it's like, okay, we're having trouble getting the puck out of the zone. Like, where is the adjustments to try to like work on the transition for there? Like having a forward trying to come back and help the defenders, or, but like, it just was, or even like the offense of, okay, let's just keep shooting. Shoot. Like, that was their whole recipe for success early in the season. And it's like, it was just so many one and dones in the offensive zone. And then the Blues are going to go back and spend the next minute and a half in their offensive zone. And then you finally get the puck back, and you're just exhausted from defending the whole time. So
exactly. We talked 2 weeks ago now about the underlying numbers and stuff. The Sharks took 27 shots,
which is like their average. Yeah.
It would be okay if the other team only took 27 shots, but they took 48.
Yeah, when they're almost doubling you up on shots, that's bad. Especially when they're leading by 2 goals for a majority of the game.
Score effects, for people that don't know what score effects are basically when there's certain scores, how it affects how teams play. So a team tied or leading by 1 goal, down by 1 goal, they're going to be consistent how they play. A team down by 2 goals or down by 3 goals is going to play more aggressively, desperately, and the team in front is going to play more defensively. And it's like long studied and stuff like that. It happens in every sport. But when that happens, oftentimes you'll see like, the shots were 16-5 in the third period, but you can take score effects into it because the leading team wasn't really trying to like go out and score goals because it was 3-1.
Yep.
The opposite happened where the Blues looked like they were the team down, and they went out and 16-6 or 13-6 in shots. Like, if you're not going to take a lot of shots, you got to score, and they just couldn't. Ville Husso was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did Ville Husso really stand out?
He didn't really have to do too much, to be honest.
Yeah, he didn't do shit.
Like, he had no chance on the Dahlin goal, and then the Couture goal was really nice. Like, I called back, but Dahlin was like, because Couture was, he was doing a little toe drag in that like split second where he's doing the toe drag around the defender. Dahlin's kind of, he's trying to be aggressive and get into the zone, but yeah, it was just that's the frustrating part where it's just like, because we talked about early this season when it's like this never say die Sharks team, and then now it's back to the. And it's not like it gets any easier. You go home, which is nice, but you got the Capitals coming into town, and then the Hurricanes.
Or what, like the third best team in the league?
Yeah,
they're like the first best team in the league.
Yeah, like the second. I think the Canes are like on our Locked On Network, power poll or whatever, like power rankings. The Canes are like number 1. And they've either been 1 or 2 all season long. Like,
and Washington's like 3.
Games. Yeah, these are tough games.
I don't know how the Sharks win any of them. Like, I'm surprised when they beat Minnesota because they pulled that performance out of their ass. The Minnesota Calgary performances are outliers here compared to the rest of the thing. And I don't know. Do you think that we're going to see some line shakeups? I think maybe it's time.
Other than the top line, you leave that top line alone, Bob. You don't touch that top line.
Listen to us. Yes. That top line is just it's so good, and it works on so many levels. It works on so many levels.
It does.
It
should just be all the lines.
We talk so much about Timo Meier, but Timo Meier is a man on a mission this season. It's so sick. Way over a point a game. Oh yeah, he's gonna make that cheddar. The grill endorsements are not coming as fast and furiously as they once were. The tiny coffee ads don't pay the bills like that playing in the NHL does. So whatever it is, this is the Timo Meier that we've wanted since his rookie season, or season 2 even. Bob even talked about it before the game about how the last couple of years it seems like they've been battling and stuff like that. And well, yeah, you kept demoting him. Evander Kane showed up and took his spot. Interesting. And then he talked about how this year he's becoming more of a leader and he's taking adjustments and stuff like that. So I really hope this Timo Meier sticks around not only this year but like going forward, because if he can be the best, if he can be the superstar on the team, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and potential dark horse Hart candidate.
Ooh, Kyle, maybe. Do you think we can bet on it?
Yeah, I was gonna say if there's a place where I wanted to lay down some of my hard-earned cheddar, where would you suggest I go?
I don't know. This is your rodeo, buddy. You tell me.
I think I'm gonna go our friends over at betonline.ag because they are back and better than ever with a new web interface for the start of basketball season and hockey season. More props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline remains your number one spot for all basketball and football and hockey action this season. So head over to their new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use the promo code LOCKEDON to receive your bonus. From basketball, football, NHL, boxing, UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts.
Okay, so let's look a little bit forward here. I don't think Reimer did anything wrong, but I think they're going to go Hill.
Yeah, I think I would not be surprised to see Hill in on Saturday. So especially after 2 games in a row for Reimer. Yeah,
I think I would like to see Reimer go one more. I mean, he still had a .917 save percentage. I think
that was below his season average
of like 9 million. Yeah. Yes. I think I would like to see Reimer go one more because he didn't really do anything to let like the one goal he let in was like kind of iffy, but there's 48 shots.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see Hill. Let's start with the forwards. I think the top line is gonna stay the same. It's got to. Like, it's the only thing really working.
Yes.
Then the second line, it started off as Hertl, Rudy, Barabanov.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
And then I believe LeBanc switched with Rudy at some point.
Yes.
But Kevin LeBanc also got skewered by Bob after the game because he took a penalty behind his net and they scored and it was 1-0.
And it was a lot of the, details, themes,
Kevin LeBanc is mired in a slump right now and he can't get out of it. He just might be perma doghouse.
Did he take Timo's spot in the doghouse?
No, they used to both be in the doghouse together. Yes. It was a
now he's in the penthouse doghouse.
Yeah, he's got all of the space. He rented both floors. Okay, serious question.
If only they had some offensive
young
Swedish.
If only
star in the making.
It's too bad NHL teams don't have weight rooms that he could have worked out in all winter. Yeah. Just famously, NHL teams don't shell out for the weight rooms. But no, seriously for a second. At this point, is it worth it just to trade Kevin LeBanc for like a third rounder? Are we at that point?
Yeah, I mean,
are we at that point? Like, I don't know who replaces him in the lineup. Like Nick Merkley. Where is Nick Merkley been, by the way?
He got scratched.
Why did he get banished?
I don't know. I think they want to get Gajojevic in a little bit too.
Gajojevic did look pretty decent.
Yeah, he looked pretty decent. So
there's another name that could easily be scratched. It rhymes with Bat Fieto.
Yeah.
I know he's a veteran present and does some stuff, but like
that third line of Nieto, Bonino, and Cogliano right now, where it's just a black hole of offense right now.
I have one word for that line. Woof.
Yeah, it's just a black hole of offense. It is brutal.
Yeah, and Kevin Labanc can't really do offense with Jonah Gajojevic and Jasper Weatherby. Those are two large Bash Brother humans that are just out here causing shit. They're not exactly being like
Jasper had a very nice shift in the second period to set up. I think it was a good Jojovic shot. But it's like,
don't get me wrong. They can do some good stuff, but like that's not their primary focus. Yeah, exactly. So I don't really think Kevin Labanc is going to find his game on the fourth line. Like I just don't think he's that kind of guy. So like, do you just get rid of him for what you can? But like, then who do you replace with? Like, it's catch-22 with the old Kevin Labanc.
Yeah, and do not come into our mentions with Evander Kane because it seems if he Shang basically said today like he's not even in San Jose skating right now, so it seems like he's not going to be. Coming. No,
it seems it's trending towards him not playing for the Sharks again. So
yes,
but we don't.
It might be an interesting name who's been tearing it up so far on the CUDA.
Called Noah Gregor.
Yeah,
what's he at?
He's at a point per game.
But has he played like 5 games?
They played a while, but yeah, I think he's like on a 6-game point streak right now. Like. Put him up there because he's fast. He can shoot. Put him with.
That's what he does.
That's what he does. Like put him with the Hurdle Barabanov line and see if you can maybe try to catch something.
I think Hurdle Barabanov stays, right?
Yeah, those two guys are really good together. And then I think Rudy needs to flip down to the.
Who goes up? Do you think we see second line Cog? This is the problem, especially if you trade Kevin Labanc. You have no skill left.
Winger Nick Bonino's coming back.
Oh, but then who plays center? Jasper goes up to the third line, then who centers the fourth line?
And Pettersson comes back.
Pettersson's dead.
He should be back soon. So.
No, he said there's not returning yet. Before the game, he said he's still injured. He's with them, but he's like toast for a bit.
Nick Merkley, come on back down, buddy.
I would like that.
Nick Merkley is your fourth-line center.
He acquitted himself well in his couple games.
It's brutal right now, man.
It's sad. Okay, let's get out of here. Wait, let's do something happy. Jonathan Dahlen in no way, shape, or form is in the running for the Calder right now because Lucas Raymond has like a bajillion points.
Burning down the league.
Yeah, and Moritz Seider plays defense and has like 13 points in like 15 games or something like that. Also, Spencer Knight is balling and Dawson Mercer's doing good shit. Trevor Zegras is heating up. Like, there's a lot of competition. Yeah. But
Troy Terry also down in.
He's also not a rookie. Troy Terry's been in the league for like 5 years.
Oh well.
Troy Terry's an old man. How old do you think Troy Terry is? I bet you he's 24 at this point. He is he just turned 24 in September.
Good job. Good for him. He's got like a 16-game point streak. That's ridiculous.
16?
Dude, it's insane.
Wow. Does it date back to last year or does he just have a point in every game this year?
It's a lot, yeah.
I'm looking this up live on air. More Terry pages. I would like scoring logs for this season. Thank you.
But yeah, Dahlen is working on it.
Yep.
But yeah, he's been everything we wanted and more, Kyle. And suck it to the haters. As you look up Troy. I assume that was your whole speech.
He has held pointless in game 1.
Uh-huh.
And then he went 2-2. Well, he's got a point. Holy fuck! I told you. So he's on a 15-game point streak right now.
He scored tonight. So
I think that was including tonight. Yeah. He has 21 points in 16 games. He's 11 goals and 10 assists. Troy Terry's not that good. This is his career high, by the way. His previous career high was 20 points in 48 games last year. Then he had 15 points in 47 and 13 and 32. He has 21 and 16 already.
Good for him.
An animal. Do you guess what his shooting percentage is right now?
I'm guessing 200%.
28.2%.
It's the same thing.
His career average is 12.4, but that's
sustainable.
With the 28. His shooting percentage the last 3 years: 10, 5.5, and 16.
It's like the year Pavelski scored 40 goals and his shooting percentage was like 20% when his career average is Anyway.
Yeah, insane. Anyway, Troy Terry's picture on Hockey Reference probably needs an update. That's not great. I think we're gonna see line shakeups. I don't know what they're gonna do, but Bob's probably gonna do something. If he messes with the first line, I don't know. We're just a lost cause here. But somebody's got to take. I think Rudy's got to go down just for pure shake-uppedness.
Yeah, and try somebody else with.
Try somebody else, and then I think where Sataka is coming to an end.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see Šimek Vlasic. So like maybe scratch Vlasic and put in Šimek once. Try Šimek Hataka. Just try it. I'm telling you, Bob. Just try it once. Just a tip, just to see how it feels, buddy. Just one game. Just give it to me, and then we can go back. It's okay. And then we need Melange. But anyway, do you have any final thoughts, or should we just go?
Let's get out of here. It's late.
All right. If you would like to tweet at us, fine. Twitter.
We suggest it. We have to keep our running of the highest engagement. So
yeah. Please keep engaging with us. We're beating down the doors. But this is what 4 weeks in a row now.
Yeah, I think so.
They should highest engagement per fan.
They should just rename it the Locked On Sharks.
Yeah, we beat Locked On Senators, who have a lot more followers than us, and also had a show before we started. So like they had a fan base, which is cool. So they have a lot of engagement, and they do a really good job of engaging. And then Locked On Colts is usually in there, and that guy is really popular. Like the Indianapolis Colts.
And we're just a bunch of jabronis with
we're just idiots with microphones, make cum jokes. So like, cool. Keep engaging with us. We made a Teletubby meme. Like how Locked On Colts isn't doing that. He's doing capital J journalism. And JD made The Creation of Man with William Eklund and Josh Hurdle instead. We actively call one of the players the Lord and then forget that it's a king thing, not a God thing, and make God jokes constantly, but then get mad at people who make God jokes, even though we do it all the time. But anyway, Locked On Sharks on Twitter. It's a good time, as per John Cullen. John Cullen said it's a real nice time.
Yes.
At Cullen the Comic, if you want to go check him out. He's a teacher and a comedian. Facebook, Instagram. I don't know if any of these people are on there, but we are. Locked On Sharks. All our shit's up there. JD's manning it, so you can get at us. We'll see your stuff. YouTube. We're almost at 420 followers, which is nice.
Because this is our 420th episode, Kyle.
Oh, why didn't you tell me beforehand? I would have made so many jokes. Oh, you're holding back the goods.
I'm sorry.
Okay, the next one coming around 469. We'll get the good ones in there.
Oh my God, that's gonna be off the rails. So
I wonder if we go back and listen to our 69th episode, if it was made any sense.
I'm sure it was terrible. So.
I wonder what it is. You should tell me what it is. But anyway, Locked On Sharks on YouTube if you want to watch us. I look really good. This is a sweater from Moores. It's very comfortable. I just bought it for a date the other day. I did my hair because I was out. I look good. I actually look really good on the live stream. If I turn my head this way, it's kind of got some texture. If I turn my head this way, you can see the cut.
I got the hoodie with the thumb thing.
Yeah, JD's wearing a Hurley poverty hole sweatshirt because he's angsty. He's going to end this podcast and listen to Incubus before bed.
We'll see.
A little dry for JD.
I've been listening to a lot of Taking Back Sunday lately, so
yeah, Anti-Flag. Yeah, maybe Rise Against, Swing Life Away right before bedtime. Yeah. Locked On Sharks on YouTube. Where's the other place we are? Oh, we're on your ear holes.
Your podcast.
Yeah, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Stitcher, Anchor, iHeartRadio, Shade 45, Vinyl, Marine Radio. We're on Air Force One. Joe Biden listens to us. Little known fact that we're actually played there live every morning on Air Force One. Cool.
That's why he's asleep all the time.
No, not the amount of jokes and personality we're just using out. This cat, I can't even point. This guy. I see it. The restream is all messed up. Anyway, JD's at my fry hole.
Kyle is at Kyle Demetrius. One last thing. We've heard you guys asking about Eric. Eric is a busy guy with a new baby, so he is stepped away from the podcast. So, so
it's just us two.
It's just us two from now on.
Featuring guests.
Featuring a lot of guests. So, which is
William Eklund. I don't know if you know this, but we had
we had William Eklund on. That was pretty cool. So
we've actually for people that are new here, we've actually interviewed a lot of the prospects.
Yeah,
Eklund, Robbins, Weisblatt, Gaudreau, Ryan Merkley,
Sasha
Chmelevski, is he still with the Sharks?
Yes.
Alex True, no longer with the Sharks.
Sharks, yeah. So
there's somebody else too, right? We interviewed Gushin's coach.
Gannon Larocque.
Gannon Larocque.
Yeah.
Daniel Gushin's coach, because Daniel Gushin doesn't really speak English.
Yeah. We're gonna start
we're lining up Brandon Coe.
Yeah, we're gonna start loading those up onto YouTube because we do have the footage of them. So yeah, I'll released the Tristan Robbins one's on YouTube, so go watch that too. So that was our very first one. That was our
Yeah, we were excited. I have Tristan Robbins' phone number. It's awesome. I don't use it for anything other than
you should text him, tell him he's on fire.
I should. I wonder if he's got the same one. Anyway,
did we say Ben Gaudreau? Yeah, we got Ben.
I got in there. That was recent.
So yeah, go listen to this. Also, or if not, go listen to Locked On Capitals if you want to learn more about the Capitals before Saturday's game, or Locked On. If you want to also listen to go listen to Locked On Canadians. They got Nick Suzuki's mom next week. So
yeah, we started the mom train. The power of a mom DM slide knows no bounds.
Next week, probably 3 shows.
Cougars.
Bye.
MILFs.